Hello friends, I hope you all are doing fine. So in this video, I will be explaining what is Sumif formula and how it works. So as you could see, we have date, name of the person, and the items that they have sold on that particular date. So for example, on 5th January, Rahul has done a sales of 525 items. All right. So here we have just 10 rows and 3 columns. But what if you have you know thousands of rows and you know 20 or 30 columns? So let's say if you have 5,000 rows and 30 columns, 30, you're not going to apply filter every time and do a manual calculation. It becomes very tedious and very difficult, right? So under those circumstances you will find some formula being very helpful and very useful. Alright, so without further ado, let's look at how this formula works. I will type, what do I need? I need sales, total sales data for Rahul. I will type is equals to sum if, bracket open, what's the range? I need, this is the range. We'll select B2 to B10. Alright, and what's the criteria? I need the total sales data for Rahul, but it's not allowing me to select. So what I will do is I will type E3 because I was aware of the cell reference. Alright, so if the mouse is not allowing you to select, then you need to know which cell reference, against which cell reference do you need the data. So you just have to type that. And now finally the sum range. I need the total sales data for Rahul. I will select C2 to C10. Okay, I'll click on enter. So I'll do one thing. I'll explain this to you once again by enlarging the icons. I'll select the font type to be Arial black, and I will increase the font size. I think this makes it much better. Is equals to sum if was the range. This is a range. And then what's the criteria? This is a criteria, comma, what's the sum range? The total sales done by Rahul, C2 to C10, bracket close. You see, the answer is 1248. So similarly, if I want to find the data for Sneha and Pradeep, I will not type the formula again and again. I will simply drag it down. Alright, so you can find out is 1439 items sold by Sneha. Let's cross check that. So you find the answer 1439 items sold by Sneha. Similarly, let's look at how many sales did Pradeep do. He managed to sell 1635 items in total. Alright, and secondly, if I were to apply for a job interview as a MIS analyst or a data analyst, and if I were to say this to recruiter that I have videos on Excel on YouTube, there are high chances that the recruiter may be impressed with that, and it may help you as well. You can also use the same thing, because if you have made a video on the knowledge that you have, it definitely is going to work in your favor, because a recruiter thinks that okay, you have done some practice and you have some knowledge, although you may not be an expert, but you have some knowledge and if you can demonstrate that to others in the form of a video, it really does create a very good impression. All right, so that's it for today's video. The subject of sum if formula. I hope you have liked this video. All right, so in the next video series I will be explaining few more formulas, and I will also explain how to create a formula with the help of a macro button. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Appreciate your time. Have a beautiful day.